Okay, so let's start off with some nice deep breathing. And so you'll want to just find a seat that's comfortable. You can sit on the floor, supported by some pillows, or you're welcome to sit up on your couch or find a nice comfortable chair. But just find a place where your body can be nice and comfortable. And then let your eyes rest closed. And we'll take a couple of just long exhale, releasing breaths here to start the practice. So take in a big full inhale and big exhale. A couple more of those, big inhale and exhale. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. And then with your eyes resting closed, just finding your seat, starting to just simply breathe in and out of the nose. Taking every breath in as it comes, releasing every breath out as it goes. And start to give yourself a nice rhythm here that works for you. You could start with the number 4, go in for 4, out for 4. You could work up to 5 or even 6. And just do what works for you today. Some days we have a little bit more lung capacity than others. So just work with whatever is there with you today. And as you settle into a rhythm, a pattern that works for your body, just do a little scan and let your forehead relax. Allow your jaw just to drop and relax, the tongue just hanging there, easy in the mouth. Shoulders relax, elbows nice and heavy. See if you can just feel the breath all the way down in your belly, in the diaphragm. With every inhale, a nice expansion. Every exhale, a letting go, a dropping down. And any thoughts that might be coming up, try not to fight them off or call yourself wrong or even right for having them. Just acknowledge them. And then go back into this pattern of breathing, into really just feeling, being aware of the sensations in the body. And from this place of gentle awareness, of just being present with what is, perhaps begin to form or set an intention for your practice today. Whatever it is that you want to kind of cultivate or bring into your life today, you can energetically use your practice to do that. Maybe it's clarity, maybe it is rest, restoration, any of those things, or something totally different. And then go ahead and bring your palms together. Let thumbs rest right at heart center. And take in a big full inhale and a long, slow exhale. Awesome. And then when you're ready, go ahead, just ease your palms down. We'll stay seated here for a little bit. So if you want to switch out the cross of your legs or change your seat, go ahead and do that. But let's just go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring your left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. And then once you come there, just relax both the shoulders. Really breathe and expand into that right lung, right rib cage. Good. Good. And then when you're ready, let's circle the arm down and around. Just bringing that fluid there into the arm, the shoulder. Excellent. Good. And then let's reverse, move the circle in the other direction, breathing as you go. Awesome. And then last circle brings you all the way up, back and around, sitting in center, eyes closed, taking a big inhale and exhale. Awesome. Let's inhale, reach and stretch arms up. And exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Big breath into the left side body, relaxing the shoulder, breathing there. And then nice big circles down and around. Good, full deep breaths. Awesome, and then let's reverse, move the circle in the other direction. Breathing there. Nice. Come all the way up, back and around to center, hands down, eyes closed, inhale. And exhale. Good, and then when you're ready, let's inhale, reach arms up. And then exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Close your eyes when you come into this twist, or just take a really gentle gaze. And then with your eyes closed, or a soft, gentle gaze, if you're uncomfortable with eyes closed, just feel the center of the body, the core, as you inhale and perhaps sit up a little taller. And then as you exhale, you just twist a little deeper, roll the left shoulder open, keep the eyes soft or closed. Focus now on breath. So the same breath that we were taking in opening, centering. Now notice the contrast here with the twist happening. Maybe it's not as simple, as easy to get that breath all the way down, but you're still able to. You just notice the contrast. Good. Inhale through center, hands down, eyes closed. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. Let's inhale, reach arms up. And then exhale, twist over to the other side. So left hand, right knee, right hand behind you, just taking a twist over to right side. Eyes closed, and it doesn't matter how deep you get into the twist, you're just feeling the contrast, the sensation of breath down in the core center of the body. Breathe as deeply, as fully as you can, keeping that pattern of breath as even as you can. Awesome. Good. Let's inhale back through center. Take a releasing breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. And then when you guys are ready, let's go ahead and just go onto the mat. If you have sensitive knees, grab a blanket or something to pad your knees up with. We'll start, as we typically do, with some cat-cow. So as you come to your mat, again, pad those knees up if you need to. We'll just start to move the spine, inhaling to drop the belly down, lift the chest and heart, exhaling around the spine. Good, and just move at your own pace. As I always say, if cat-cow isn't what your body wants to do today, if you want to just circle your hips around or even go back into a child's pose, you can do that. Give yourself permission to do what you need to do, to be present, to be here, instead of lost in story, lost in thought. The mind is so powerful. We sometimes get so involved in story that we forget that the mind is really creating the majority of the story. Good. Couple more breaths here. Nice. And then come back to a nice neutral table. And then reach and stretch your right leg back, flex through the right foot. Keep your right hip point facing down. And then let's reach the left arm forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling, eyes looking gently at the earth. You're welcome to drop the left hand back to the floor if that works better for you. Just focus more so on the breath here. Core activation, right hip turning down. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right knee down, and then just move as you wish. So again, you might go right back into cat-cow. You might circle your hips. Good. And then come back to neutral table. Let's reach and stretch the left leg back, flex through left foot, and then Right arm reaches forward, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling, eyes looking gently at the earth. Just soften the eyes. Slow the breath down. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Let's all stretch back into a child's pose. So child's pose of your choice, you can have your knees wide, big toes touching. Or you can bring your knees together, let your belly rest on your thighs. Notice the breath in this shape. The contrast again. First we noticed breath and opening, centering. We felt the breath in our twist. And now we feel the breath with a little more compression there on the diaphragm from the legs. Good. When you're ready, let's inhale forward into a table pose. And then reach and stretch your right leg back behind you, flex through that right foot, and then let's bring the right foot through between your hands for a low lunge. Now, if you need to pad the left knee up, go ahead and do that, and then just bring your hand up on top of the right knee. If you want to curl that left toe under for more stability, go for it, but just kind of rock gently back and forth, more so into the front of that left hip. Good. If you want to match the breath with the movement, you can, maybe inhaling forward and exhaling back. You can play around, be curious with that. Check in with your shoulders, make sure they're not tensing. A couple more of these. Good. And then let's drop the hands down, bring your left hand down, reach and stretch that right arm up. So come right into your twist, open up, breathe into it. Again, notice that breath, where it is. Do what's comfortable for your head, your neck. If like gazing up at your thumb really bothers your neck, you can look down or just straight forward or whatever works. One more inhale. And then let's exhale, bring the hands down. We'll wiggle those hips back, flex the right foot, fold over the right leg, soften where you can. Good. And just allow yourself to be here with the breath. Good. One more nice deep exhale, and then start to bend into your right knee. Let's go ahead, bring the knee down, and then make some movement here. So you can cat-cow, or you can circle hips, or you can even child's pose if you want to. Totally up to you. Just breathing, that even breath in and out of your nose. Good. Let's find neutral table. And then we'll reach and stretch that left leg back behind you, flex left foot, step the left foot through. And again, kind of find what's comfortable here for you in regards to right knee, left foot and right knee or hip width, hands on the left knee. And then again, you're just gonna kind of work into the front of the right hip. Check in with your shoulders, your face, your jaw, any area that's trying to pick up or hold on to that tension. Good. Good. And then when you're ready, come ahead and go forward, bring your right hand down, and then reach and stretch the left arm up. So go right there into your twist. Your eyes can gaze up at the left thumb. You can again look straight forward. Whatever works for you here. Just soften into it. Breathe into it. Nice. Good. Let's bring the left hand down and then wiggle hips back, flex through your left foot and fold. Good. Check in with your shoulders, face, jaw. Just let go where you can. Nice. Let's bend into the left knee, bring those hands down, and then let's just come all the way down onto the belly. Thumbs right there in line with your chest, tops of feet to the floor. Roll your shoulder blades down and together. Inhale, cobra. You don't have to come up very far. Exhale, lower down, touch your forehead to the earth. Let's inhale again, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, cobra. And then exhale, child's pose. So coming back into your child's pose, letting your forehead rest, letting your breath flow freely. Good. When you're ready, let's go ahead. Inhale to table. Now you can stay here in table or you can go to down dog. So either one is totally fine. If your body is more comfortable today, just kind of hanging out in table, maybe taking some cat-cow, then honor that. If you're in the down dog, you can be still and just breathe into that shape. Or if you want to bend the knees and kind of shift from one foot to the other, you can do that. Just breathe a little deeper if you can. Play around with it. Be curious. There's this new book out called Breath that everybody's talking about it. And a lot of it is stuff that we do in class already. Just bringing science to it, which is really cool. So from your down dog or your table, find a forward fold at the front side of your mat. Go ahead, walk your way up there, step your way up there. Let's just go right on into that forward fold. In your forward fold, bend your knees if you're feeling anything happening in your low back, or take your feet super wide. But just get the back of your neck to lengthen. You can shake your head out, just really lengthen out the neck. Good. Another thing you can do if you're feeling too much tension in your low back is to bring props underneath your hands. You can grab pillows or just kind of whatever you have there at home. Let's take an inhale to slide your hands to shins or knees and lengthen your torso. And exhale to fold. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead, press into your feet. Take a big inhale to stand up, reach up and stretch up. And then exhale, thumbs come down to your heart, close your eyes. Again, experience the breath. You may feel these little waves of energy, circulation here. Steady your breath. Slow it down, change in direction, temperature, just breathe into it. Awesome. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll just take a turn here. Take a big inhale, reach and stretch your arms up. Clasp your palms, pointer finger reaches. Let's lean out and over to the left to start with. So your feet can be together, they can be hip width, they can even be wider, like mine are here a little wider. All just depending on how your back feels. Good. Relax your shoulders, breathe into that right side body. One more slow exhale. Inhale through center. Let's exhale, drop the hands down, close the eyes, just take a moment to breathe here. Really notice the contrast between right and left. Good. Again, notice maybe a change in your breath and temperature, all of those things. Circulation. Big inhale, arms reach up, clasp the palms, release your pointer finger. Exhale out and over to the right. Press down through that left foot. And again, try not to worry or focus too much on how far over to one side you go. Really breathe into the left side body. Good. Relax the shoulders. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the hands, close the eyes. Again, notice the contrast. Good. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and take a big wide step out here. So we'll do a couple standing poses. When you're ready here, go ahead and turn your right foot to the right. Right heel aligns with left arch or heels in one line. Big inhale, arms reach out. And then exhale, sit down, warrior two. So nice deep breaths here in your warrior two. Right heel intersecting left arch or heels in one line. Right knee going right out over toes 2 and 3, but make sure you're firmly pressing down through the outer edge of the left foot and the inner edge. So you can feel the left hip opening. Deepen the breath, try to stay with it. One more breath. Awesome. Bring hands to hips, straighten out right leg. Let's turn the toes, and then we'll turn the left toes to the left, heel to arch or heel to heel, slightly pigeon toe in the right foot. Big inhale, arms reach out, and then exhale, sitting down into left knee. Eyes looking gently out over left middle finger, left knee widening over toes 2 and 3. Gently press down through outer edge of right foot. And try to slow your breath down here. See if you can kind of just sit down into the shape and feel how strong you are. Not running away from the thoughts. Allowing them to come as they come, but then just breathing through them. One more exhale. Hands to hips or waist, straighten left leg, turn the toes. Good. Inhale, lift chest and heart. Exhale, let's take a nice wide-legged forward fold. So take a forward fold of your choosing here. As far as your hands go, you can let your hands rest on the ground. You can grab your feet, hands on the waist. If the earth seems kind of far away, grab a prop to go underneath the hands, or you can step your feet out just a little bit wider. Make sure the back of the neck is long. You can even shake the head a little bit to make sure that you're really getting that full benefit of the inversion here. Continuing to slow the breath down. Good. When you're ready, go ahead, bring your hands to your waist. Let's take an inhale to stand and exhale at the top. Okay. Turn your right foot to the right, heel to arch or heel to heel, left foot slightly pigeon-toed in. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, warrior two into side angle. So forearm to thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. Not as long of a hold for this pose as we did on warrior two, first one. Really try to open up the left side body. Open up that left hip. Make sure your feet are nice and firmly planted into the earth, but your toes are not gripping the floor. That can happen here. Good. Now you're going to stay in warrior two as you inhale up. Good. Hands to hips or waist, straighten right leg. Turn the toes, turn left toes to left. Big inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, warrior two to side angle. Forearm to thigh, right arm up and over. Again, check in with those feet. Make sure that they're not gripping. Right hip open. Right side body nice and long. Nice full deep breath. Awesome. Good. Stay in warrior two as you inhale up. Hands to hips or waist, straighten left leg, turn the toes. Let's go back into another wide-legged forward fold. Big inhale. Long, slow exhale. So go ahead, come back down to your forward fold. Get acquainted there with the earth. This time you will want your hands down on the earth. You will want a little support because we're going to add a little twist. So on your inhale, bring those hands underneath your shoulders and half lift. So eyes are looking down at the earth. Bring your left hand to the floor underneath your nose. Take your right hand to your low back. That's really gonna let you know if your back is twisting, which is something we don't necessarily want. And then again, inhale, lengthen torso. Exhale, roll the left shoulder open. From here, you can kind of play around with bending your knees. You can reach and stretch that arm up, or you can leave it onto your low back if you feel like it gives you a better gauge of what your hips are doing. Make sure your feet are not gripping the floor. One more inhale. And then exhale, let's come down. Give it a break in between the sides. Check in with your breath. Good, and then let's inhale again. Find that half lift. This time, right hand to the floor underneath your nose, using any props that you need. And then hand to the low back, left hand to low back. Inhale, torso lengthens. Exhale, just roll that left shoulder open. So simply by rolling the left shoulder open, you're twisting. You can keep that hand on the low back. You can bend your knees, adjust if you want to, or reach the left arm up. It is up to you. Just breathe into it. Exhale, left hand down. Again, fold, shake the neck out. Nice, gentle inversion. Good. Let's bring hands to the waist and slowly inhale up to stand. Good. Big exhale. Whew. Change in temperature, all of those things. One more standing pose. Turn your right foot to the right, heel to arch or heel to heel. Right leg will stay straight but not locked out. So make sure you can have a little leeway with that right leg. Inhale, arms sweep out. Exhale, triangle. So find your triangle. Your arm could be way up here. Totally cool. Again, as long as you can bend the right knee, hand can be the shin, floor, foot. We really just want to open up the left hip, look gently up at the left thumb, or if that bothers your neck, look straight forward or even look down if that works better. Just find your shape and breathe into it. Good. One more inhale, one more exhale. Strong legs. Inhale up through center. You can bring your hands to waist as you turn your feet, adjust, and then you're going to turn your left foot to the left, slightly pigeon toe in the right foot. Inhale, arms sweep out, reach out, and exhale. Come right on into triangle other side. Again, do what works for you in regard to the left hand and where it is on your leg. Just make sure you can kind of bend the left knee. We're not locking anything out. Good. Couple more breaths. Awesome. Let's really make your legs nice and strong as you inhale up through center, hands to hips or waist, toes turn, big inhale. Big exhale. Good. And then you're going to step up to the front side of your mat. Close your eyes, hands heart center. Just for a moment, feel the contrast in your legs. We have been in a wide-legged stance for quite a while. How does that feel on your feet, your hips, your legs? Just savor that. Take it all in. Good. And then when you're ready, release your hands. Take a big inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, torso lengthens. And then exhale, plant your palms. You're going to step back to either a plank or drop your knees down. Take a knee down plank. Just engage the core a little bit here. And then to your belly, nice and slowly. Inhale into your cobra. And then exhale back into your child's pose. So coming down to child's pose. Really reacquainting yourself with breath. Reacquainting yourself with the earth. Allowing yourself to be nice and heavy here. Good. When you're ready, let's inhale up into a table pose. Move through a little cat-cow here. And then when you're ready, reach and stretch your right leg back, flex through right foot, and step the right foot through. We're going to move into lizard. So your hands will go to the inside of that right foot. Left knee can wiggle back. You can stay here on your hands. You can lower onto your forearms. You can also bring props underneath your hands or forearms. You just want to come to the inside of that right foot. And if you are on your hands, try to have the heel of your palms align with the arch of your foot. If you're on your elbows, have your elbows align with the arch of the foot. You can also flex through the right foot and let the right knee come out to the side if that's okay with your ankle and your knee. Make sure your face and jaw hasn't totally gripped up in order to make this shape possible. Good, couple more breaths. Bring your hands to the mat. Let's walk the right foot to the center. Wiggle your right heel forward, flex through the right foot, and fold. Relax over the right leg and breathe. Good. When you're ready, bend into the right knee, hands come forward. Either move through a little cat-cow here, or you can circle your hips around, whichever works best for you. Good. And then pause. When you're ready, reach and stretch the left leg back behind you. Flex through left foot. Step your left foot through. And then again, bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. Find your lizard lunge on this side. More than likely, you want to do what you did on that very first side. So go right into it. Breathe right into it. And just soften where you can. We always, in these types of poses, check in with the shoulders, the hands, the jaw, all those areas. They really do pick up the tension from the hips. So just do what you can to allow that tension to go. Good. One more nice, long, deep breath. Bring the hands to the floor. Let's bring the left foot into the center. Flex the left foot and fold over the left leg. And slow your breath down. Good. When you're ready, bend into left knee. Bring your hands to the floor. Let's then make our way down to the belly. Thumbs in line with the chest, tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale to your cobra. And then exhale, let's come all the way back down here. Touch your forehead down. Bring your hands beside your hips, palms facing down, and then let's just lift the legs on your next inhale. Try to just stay here for 5 breaths if you can. 2 more breaths. Good. Lower the legs. You can either stack your palms here, let your forehead rest there on the palms, or you can turn your head to one side. If you want to loosen up the back a little bit, bend your knees, windshield wiper those knees. We're going to do one more thing down here on the back. For the back. It's not on the back, it's for the back. Correction. Good. And then come back to center. Bring your forehead down, hands down. So same thing, lifting legs. And this time you have the option to lift your upper body and your arms. 5 breaths. Now, if it bothers your back to lift everything up, just lift the legs. You're going to get full benefit. Strengthening the back. Breathe in and out of your nose. Try to keep your eyes still looking softly at the floor. Even though your upper body chest is lifted, keep your neck long. Try not to arch your neck. It will make it a little harder for your nervous system. 2 more breaths. Good. This time, bring the hands down. Let's go back to a child's pose and stretch it out. That's one of those that I don't know anyone who loves to do that pose. If you do, my hat's off to you. But it really does help with the health of your spine. So you did your one good thing for yourself today, right? And showing up, strengthening your back. Good. Now let's come all the way onto the back. So you can come up, come through table, do whatever you need to do. Go ahead, come down on the floor. And then bring your soles of feet together, knees open, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take your hands wherever is comfortable. And again, experience contrast. Perhaps this ability to move the breath down into your lowest belly, experiencing that. Letting yourself soften everywhere you can. Good. When you're ready, bring your feet down to the floor and knees are bending. And then we're just going to hug the right thigh into the body. And once you bring it in there, you can keep your left foot down on the floor, or you can extend the left heel down. It's just a matter of what feels best, but start to circle that right knee around. Really get as much fluid into that right hip as you can. Good. And then circle it the other way. And then again, you're going to check in with your low back for this next thing. We're going to come to a little half happy baby. So start to grab the outer edge of that right foot. So this is just like a lunge here. If this isn't working, just hug the right knee into the chest really nice and tight. If this is just not happening today. Flex the right foot. You can take your left hand on top of the left thigh and just gently press it away from you. Awesome. Keep pushing that right foot towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Good. And then extend your right foot straight up to the ceiling. You can stay here with the hands down, or you can wrap the hands around the back of the right thigh and experiment here. So always the option to bend the left knee, bring the left foot to the floor to support your low back. You can keep the hands down nice and high up on the thigh, closer to groin, or you can play around with walking the hands up the leg. As you do this, flex that right foot, pressing your heel towards the ceiling and pulling your toes back towards your hip in order to really get that muscle activated there on the back of the leg. We don't want to ever just like stretch with muscles that are not activated. Good. Couple more breaths here. Relax your shoulders, face, and jaw. Good. And then gently release the right leg down to the floor. Heels drop down, toes flop open, eyes closed. Notice right versus left. The contrast there, perhaps starting up in the hip, going to the thigh, the knee, the ankle, the toes. Go back into that slow, steady, even pace with your breath. Good. And then bring both feet to the floor, knees bending. And this time you're going to pull the left knee in. And again, you can play around. You might want to keep the right foot to the floor. You might want to extend it out. It's totally up to you, but we'll start to circle that knee around. Good. And then circle the other way. And when you're ready, back to center, you're going to pull the left foot to that half happy baby, left knee bending. Just go where you can with this. If you're more comfortable just keeping the left knee hugging in to the chest, then just stay there. If you've got the half happy baby, you're grabbing the outer edge, the pinky toe edge side of the foot, flexing the foot, just breathing deeply. You can massage the top of the right thigh away from you. Good. One more nice deep breath. And then let's just bring the left heel up towards the ceiling. Again, you can stay here just like this. You can grab the back of the leg, the thigh. Make sure whatever you do, you're flexing the left foot. Check in with your breath. You can bring the hands up higher on the leg if you want to. And just do whatever works best for you. And one more nice deep breath. Good. And then let the left heel drop down, both feet down, toes open, palms open, and breathing. And then nice and slowly, give both knees a nice big hug into your chest. You can find some stillness, you can move, you can rock. Just kind of play around a little bit here, letting the body start to unwind. And then we'll take a twist of your choice. So I'm going to do a really simple knee down twist. So arms to your cactus, knees over to right, and then looking gently to left. Just breathing here. If you want to open up that left front side of your chest a bit more, you can keep your left palm on the floor with the palm facing open, but drag the thumb up towards 12 o'clock. Long, slow exhales. Good. Bring your head back to center. Bring your knees back to center. And then let's bring the knees to left. Let's look towards the right. Find your twist on this side. Again, if you want to open up that right front side of your chest, you'll drag the thumb up closer towards 12 o'clock. So in these final little movements here, shapes, so we just kind of find where we want to be, go where we want to go, and then breathe into it. And when you're ready, let's bring the knees back to center. Give your knees a nice big hug in. And then start to find your way into a more restorative, restful place for your Shavasana. You can just lay flat, or if you want to take pillows, blankets up underneath your knees, you can. If you would prefer to sit up in a chair or rest on your couch or bed, please do that. Just find a place where your body can truly be comfortable. We can spend a little bit of time here just breathing, just in the state of being. So for this first minute, let's go back into that even pace and just try to go in for count of 6 and out for a count of 6. Just try it on. If you get through the first few of them and it just feels like it's too difficult, drop it back to 5 and 5 or 4 and 4. Just do your best to breathe evenly in through your nose, out through your nose. And as you do this gentle rhythmic breathing, come up to the sensations in the face, letting your forehead just broaden and soften, giving your eyes that full permission to just rest, to just drift away. Letting your cheekbones just be nice and heavy, resting. Feeling the sensation in and out of the nose. The mouth now, the teeth separating. The tongue just resting there. The jaw softening and softening. Back of the head feeling supported. Back of the neck nice and long. All of the air flowing in through the throat. Down into the collarbone, feeling that beautiful lift and lowering. Out into the belly, the diaphragm. Feeling that filling up on the inhale. Gentle releasing on the exhale. And coming into your fingertips, perhaps feeling a certain warmth there. Letting that warmth draw into the palms of your hands. Letting there be a heaviness and a lightness there at the same time. Imagining truly letting go and releasing the energy that maybe you're holding that you don't need. And then also receiving the energy that you do need, that calm or peace, restoration, relaxation. Breathing that into your palms, letting it draw forth into your forearms. your elbows, upper arm bones. Everything just nice and heavy here on the earth. Feeling that rising and falling there of the chest and the heart. The breath entering and maybe even filling up the belly, the lower area pelvis. Knowing that nature is here supporting you, sustaining you. Feeling your spine just elongate, rest there, wherever it is. The low back supported, again, able to really rest. Pelvis nice and heavy. Feeling your entire torso, your hands, your palms, the head, everything just heavy and also weightless. This feeling of surrender, this feeling of just being here. The ability to release the energy that we do not need and receive what we do. Knowing energy cannot be created or destroyed, but we can transform it. Letting your thigh bones drop so heavily down into the earth. Tops of thighs, backs of thighs. Resting. The kneecaps encircled, encased with warmth. The backs of the knees. Shin bones. Calf muscles, everything nice, heavy, held, and relaxed. Ankles resting. Tops of feet. Soles of the feet. And feeling your entire body now, taking on that sense of relaxation. As you breathe, see if you can feel the breath down there in the very soles of your feet, feeling it as a warmth, letting that warmth travel up the legs to the spine, up the spine, back of the head, top of the head, inhaling. And then as you exhale, feel the breath traveling from top of the head, down the body, the spine, all the way to the feet, circling, encasing the feet in warmth. You inhale, that wave of energy traveling up and over you. Exhale, falling down, resting. Again, simply allowing yourself to be here, to just breathe, to let your heart, your nervous system, everything rest, digest, release, and receive. When you're ready, take a big inhale, hold the breath in. And then open the throat, exhale. Starting to find some small movements here, wiggling fingers, toes. Gently stretching arms, legs. Bending your knees. Hugging your knees into your chest. Giving yourself this really beautiful embrace, this symbol of love. Coming to your favorite side. Pausing there for a moment. Back to breath. Back to sensation. And when you're ready, coming all the way up to a nice comfortable seat, eyes resting closed or a soft gentle gaze. Bringing your palms together, letting thumbs rest right at heart center, sealing in your intention, your practice. Perhaps this energy of being that is here with you now, allowing that to permeate through your body. Taking in a full inhale and exhale. Jai Bhagwan, namaste. Thank you guys so much for coming and practicing today. It was lovely to have all of you here.